What's up, YouTube? Today we have a 23-foot Tidewater. It's oxidized, scratches all over. I think it landed 20 foot into a marsh with the clam beds, but I'm not sure. But I think that's what the customer said. So right now I'm just putting Merca glide coat all over the boat to highlight the scratches. As you can see, there's scratches all over the place. Some are too deep to get out. Some I could block sand, but he's not paying for that. We removed the name. That's got to get gel coat repair back there. So yes, it's in very bad shape. So we're gonna have to hit this with at least 600 grit, 800 grit, and then 1,000. So here I am with 600 grit, giving it a sand, and I'll let you enjoy some of the video. Also want to note, I go up, down, side to side, up, down. So there's 3 passes of 600 going on here. And I usually wipe every section off. For most of this boat, I didn't for some reason. Towards the end I started to. I probably just forgot because I was rushing a little bit, which I shouldn't be. But I was rushing because video does take a lot of time, and so I was doing a little rushing, but I wanted to get this video out because this boat was pretty bad. Now I use Merca sandpaper and a Max Shine right now. This Max Shine I had for years, and it sands so good. For the price of the machine, you can't really beat Max Shine, especially for sanding. I got the newer model that came out, but I didn't even have to open it to use it yet, so that's pretty good with me. I got the new model right here. Yeah, I got the M8 5 V2, but I haven't even had to pull it out of the box yet. They make quality stuff for the price. So now I'm going on to 800 grit here. I should have wiped it all off, like I said. I'm surprised I didn't. I was just rushing and I wasn't thinking. So I slowed down the video a little bit to show you that about my arm speed. It's about a medium speed, not too slow, not too quick. My level's on about level 3 to 4. Just depends on the boat and the gel coat. Every boat is different. Every gel coat is different. Some boats dry sand better. Some boats wet sand better. It just depends all on the boat. And I suggest wearing a mask. And you can also get masking tape to mark where you're at, which I did, and I got my rag to finally wipe down my section. It's always good to work clean. It's just better because you can see everything. Now moving on to 1,000 grit. And I'm trying something new. I'm trying a new product. It's not even a compound, it's a polish. And I tried it once on a sea hunt and I had really good results, so I figured I'd try it here. I can still tell the difference between a 3-step and a 2-step, but for a 2-step, this boat came out amazing. I want to get a little more time behind the new product before I release what it is and give people false hope, but I got a lot of belief in it. I use a lot of Stark products. And I still use Stark on this boat too, but just not the compound. Now here's a new sander I got. It's made by Merca, and let me tell you, Merca's probably got some of the best sanders on the market. I know they're very expensive, but I got the 1.25 quick release attachment. But it doesn't have, it's not like the Flex 80, but it has 10 times the power of the Flex 80. So I'm going to get the Merca 3-inch, and I could put a 2-inch backing plate on that one, I think. And I think that would solve my issues with the sanding in the back in all the close areas. That was giving me an issue. It wasn't giving me an issue. I had an air sander, which I will show you guys, which works very well. I just, after a while, you're going to blow up your air compressor if your air compressor is not big enough. Mine is the biggest one on wheels. It's a Husky. It works good, but it just probably going to blow up if I keep using the air sander. I only use the air sander in the back. So here I'm compounding with the new polish. It's not a compound, it's a polish. That's the even amazing part. Wait till you see the results from the polish. All you see is the scratches from the pad, all the marks from the pad, all the record looks like you played a record. But this polish, you get none of that. You get no record playing. You get nothing. You just get just from the pad, the marks from the pad. That's all you get. And I always like slowing down the video to show you the speeds and how you go. Everyone has their own different techniques. I'm not saying mine's the way to do it. I'm not saying mine's the best. I'm just showing you how I do it. If I can help you, great. If I didn't help you, I'm sorry I couldn't help you. There's always room to learn in this business. Like, I always thought I was real good, and I figured out I learned more stuff and I got better and better. So you can always keep learning in this business. There's always new techniques, new products. Always a lot to learn in this business. I tell you, today's a beautiful day out though. The birds are chirping. Beautiful day. Like I said, I always go crisscross pattern, side to side, up to down, side to side. And usually after the wool pad, I throw on a yellow wool pad, which I always think is the best. It just polishes the boat out better. But like I said, sometimes customers are on budgets, and sometimes you gotta not cut corners, but find a different solution to the project that you're working on. I'm going to bring you in here and show you. And my light is dirty, by the way, too. All you see is it's just the marks from the compound. Usually I go with a yellow wool here. I'm going with the yellow wool from Root Pez or the Yellow Money Stark pad. I got about the same amount of both of them. They both seem to last about the same. I can't say one's better than the other, but I always order a lot of stuff through Stark, and they do that, both of them. So here I'm using Triple P. Triple P polish, to me, on colored holes is probably one of the best polishes. I mean, everything works good from Stark, but I always find Triple P on the colored holes just really dials in the hole. Pad's new, so I had to put a little more on. Yeah, so this boat slid 20 foot into a marsh. That's what happened to it. Lucky they got it back out. So all the clams, they dug into the bottom, the side. You see the big chip out the back, the size of a golf ball. Same thing, guys. Side to side, up and down, side to side. You want to get even, uniform pattern when you're sanding, buffing, polishing, waxing. Not so much, just side to side or whatever you feel better with. I always go side to side with waxing. Only problem I had with this Tidewater is the gel coat was getting stuck in the yellow root base pads. So about after every section, I used a new pad. So on one side, I had like 10 pads open. And then when I get done, I just get a bucket with Dawn and I just chuck them in the bucket. And it just the root bed pads, not the wool pads from Buff and Shine. That's what I use from Buff and Shine. Oh yeah, so I use the 1.25s from Buff and Shine. They cut a lot better than the 1.5s. The yellow pads, I just use the 1.5s. I don't think they have a 1.25. Now wiping down is very important. You always want to wipe your section down and make sure it's what you want before you move on. You don't want to go back and see sand marks or you got to redo something because it's a lot of work to have to go back and redo. And I always work with a light. Even if I'm outside, I work with a light. It just shows all the imperfections, all the sand scratches, aka the crazies. I'm gonna take you in. This is 2 steps. No polish, no wax. I don't use wax, only sealants. So I mean, alright, now here's a shot after it's been sealed with Just Car Power Lock Plus and topped with Replenish. As you can see, I mean, it's flawless. It came out great. The shine's amazing for a 2-step. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I'll show you some 4 pictures too. You'll see the golf ball size. See, yeah, he really liked it. The back was very oxidized. A lot of work. I took all day to sand that back. All day. Look, flawless. I would say it's at 90%. I mean, nothing's ever perfect. Some scratches I couldn't get out. This was the other side. See those scratches? It has some spider web cracking too in the side of the hole, which I'm going to come back and show you right now. Looks like you missed something, but you really didn't. Here, see all that white. I'm going to zoom in on it. That's spider cracking. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. That's a gel coat repair. This is before. Yeah. I really don't gotta say much. The video speaks for itself. This boat was in very bad shape. A lot of transfer marks too, which didn't even come out with acetone. Of course, the famous acid wash on the bottom. You can't go without doing that. Just take some muriatic acid and just get that off. That's not the strongest thing to get it off with, so you're not sitting there all day. Just make sure you wash it with Dawn afterwards. Yeah, this side was terrible. It was bad. Well, thanks for watching. Like, share, comment. Thank you. Have a good day.